It's the kind of message I always despised, though in agony and suffering. Wait, even though I'm more patient than most in troubling situations, I have a limit. See, I didn't have the wealth Job had. However, my wife distanced herself from me and God. The children I lost, they were miscarried. No adorable first anythings for years. Unlike Job, I didn't fall ill with flesh peeling from my bones. I didn't have friends telling me to curse God. But I did have deafening silence. What I had, I lost. What I prayed for, gone. My marriage, the 7 children we tried to bring into this world. The ability to see my only son every day. I used to rock him to sleep every night, 3 months old to 18 months. Get up when he'd cry in the middle of the night, go sit with him till he went back to sleep. Our daily rhythm, our bond, cute little greetings, all ended. Division and separation began. Standard visitation ensued. Divorce was swift, cementing a wall in place. Yeah. The house, it was never mine. But sweat, money, credit, blood, tears, I sowed. Not for the equity, for love, for covenant, for future. And the children, the ones we prayed for, cried for, dreamed of, never made it to our arms. Pieces of me died with each one. I lost my mind, bit by bit. Vision slipped, strength cracked, hope faded like breath on cold glass. Depression filled the air at home. But outside, I managed to smile, where my efforts were needed and appreciated. At home, I disappeared. She looked at me like I was invisible. Maybe I was. Maybe I stopped showing up. Maybe she stopped seeing. Maybe both. They said, year 7, that's the hump. Everybody hits it. Y'all'll make it. So I held on from a worn thread, hoping it becomes a lifeline. But most days, when my son looked at me, barely speaking, and his eyes said, "Show up, Dad." So I did. Acted silly, got a smile, and in that smile, I existed again. To him, anyway. No longer invisible. Until I was pushed out. A few lonely months slowly passed. Then came another man. Way too soon. In my son's life, in her life, living in that house, the house. Imagine that. The love, joy, pain I planted, uprooted, swept away by winds I couldn't fight, and in their place, something shiny. Not so new, but somehow better. Divorce is common, they say. Not for me. Not for someone who gave what I could. To a woman who never really knew who she was. She said that part at the end. I need to find me again. Which means she likely never found us. No, I wasn't perfect, not even close. But I fought. I climbed. Every time I got close to peace, tragedy kicked me back down the stairs. I was also told I hadn't climbed high enough, kicking me further to the basement. Someone said those were narcissist vibes. Maybe. Then she even said it during aftermath apologies, and I thought, do narcissists apologize for being one? But manipulation wears many masks. And I'm a soul searcher, a feeler, a thinker, a reflector. I reflect internally so deep it hurts. Externally, I mirror the energy I'm given. I didn't even know that until I reflected my way on out of the marriage and relationship. So I went to God. I always went to God. This time asking, why didn't I see this? I know you did. Were you trying to warn me? Is there something wrong with me? Why'd she change? Why wasn't I enough? Did I change? Are you mad at me for something? See, people think we peacemaker, empath, soul searchers should be the perfect partner, but deep introspection doesn't mean immunity. And wanting peace doesn't mean it's automatic. You're going to have to deal with some static. They have to want the peace too. Regardless, I wasn't good enough. Okay. But I was honest. Always searching for truth, even when it broke me. I'm a caregiver by nature, also gentle and nurturing without request. When it wasn't wanted, there was brush off, demands, complaints. When I assumed reciprocity, when I needed care. The times when I had no words, songs filled the silence. Andre Crouch, Lauren Daigle, Kirk Franklin. Melodies became my medicine. I remember You Say by Daigle being played on repeat by her after miscarriage number 3. Garage open, car running, tears falling. I found her like that. Held her, prayed, cried. Then more losses came. I crossed that song off my list. For a while anyway. How many losses? 7 in total. And after the 7th, I said to her, wait, please. Let's wait on God. I didn't know what that meant. The wait already felt in vain. We've been waiting in pain. I just knew I was breaking. And I knew she was. Her body was exhausted. Our final loss happened during COVID. Emergency lobby. I wasn't allowed in back yet. Watched her tremble while being wheeled away from me. Went to park the car. Called my mom. Wept. Hot tears. Boiled from years of trying. As I was dying to hold her, these painful accounts resurfaced again after the separation. Then counseling, support groups, family check-ins. Then oddly, God tells me, He got plans for me. Say what now? Months passed, no plans commenced. Approaching 2 years. More silence resumed. But God spoke there too, told me one night at an altar, give me all of it. Not just the memories, not just the pain, all of it. I surrendered, wept again, and healing began. Several months later, started my new business. Doesn't look like, feel like, grow like one. Still crawling. Revenue? Not yet. Child support don't stop. Unemployment looming. But I dare to hope. Even still. Hope on purpose. Hope with intention. Taking faith steps in the dark. Even after grief upon grief. Here's my new belief. Like Job, what was lost will be restored. Double. 7 years of pain, I've lived them. 2017 to 2024. 4 of those years, mourning. But joy, it comes in the morning. Not just in heaven, but here on earth, in real time. And even now, with these scars, I see glimpses. Tiny new mercies. Divine whispers getting louder. God's hand, I see it moving. And I know what's for me can't miss me. So Lord, I'll wait. I'll trust. I'll breathe. But whatever you do, like Kirk said, promise me you'll hold me close. Don't ever let me go.